Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, July 20th, 2022. Venus has just moved into your sign, and you're beginning a pleasant, attention-getting cycle that lasts until August 11th. This cycle brings your desire for pleasure to the fore. You may want to pamper yourself or spend extra time on your needs and wishes. While it may not be the most disciplined time, it's a period for carrying yourself with more confidence and warmth. You receive more positive attention during this cycle, and people find you especially attractive or pleasant. Energies today and tomorrow are sometimes complicated and distracting, but ultimately quite revealing. Ideally, through current events, you'll begin to see precisely what drives you or what you may need to adjust so that you can move forward lighter, freer, or more determined. Be kind to yourself and avoid pushing something too hard, but don't let go of your passions or motivations in the process. While you've had a moment of sweetness and glory in the sun, dark clouds gather before you today with thunder and lightning. Mental Mercury orbiting in your solar first house of identity will cross swords with a chaotic Pluto now standing across the sky from you in your solar seventh house of relationships. This ensures that you and a partner will not be seeing eye to eye today. Worse yet, conflict is bubbling beneath the radar like lava ready to explode. Don't engage in power dynamics, manipulation, or secrecy today, as it will erupt in your face and leave you both gun-shy. Do you like your professional commitments? There might be some revealing conversations that give you a new perspective of your working relationships and professional arrangements when Mercury in your sign opposes Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Currently, Pluto retrograde is unearthing the dirt in your commitments, encouraging you to see them for what they are. So you may feel differently about certain colleagues, supervisors, clients, or even some of your tasks after today. Although it can be jarring to have a change of heart, you could use this as an opportunity to transform your arrangements so they can improve. Financial prosperity figures prominently. Thanks to a friend or partner, you are likely to learn of some intriguing ways to increase your income. Perhaps you will receive an exciting investment proposition. Or maybe a close friend wants you to join her in starting a business of your own. By the end of the day, your head will swim with numbers and projected earnings. Double-check your figures in the morning. If they look too good to be true, likely they are. Not everything in your private life is running as well as you would like. Friends and family have their own wishes and goals and are not bound to show consideration to you. Even though it's tough, accept that some situations will not run according to plan. Try to change your perspective and understand others' points of view. This is the best strategy at present. You are going to let yourself become absorbed in a crazy, mysterious, never-ending story today. You like friends who can talk and keep you interested. If you are longing for love and the feeling of security this brings, don't always pursue it with such vigor or be overly concerned if a love you want isn't always available. You can get what you want by taking your time, being a little more relaxed and calm. A brand new outlook brings with it the promise of success. Today is a powerful day for you. Your emotions may be stubborn, but realize the very thing you are resisting is the very thing you need the most. Consider making a major change in your life that will help bring about a healthier balance between you and the people you associate with. It may be time for a whole new outlook on how you deal with your relationships. This day can give you the courage to be bolder and more daring. As 6 personalities can be shy at times, this can really help you to get more of what you really want. If you feel ready to speak up today, don't hesitate or talk yourself out of it. Go for it. Recognize that your wants, needs, opinions, and goals are just as important as anyone else's. Further, if it's going to happen, it's up to you to make it so. After just 15 days in Cancer and just 3 days before your birthday month is due to end, Mercury leaves today. While Mercury has raced through Cancer in just over 2 weeks, this is normal speed for this smart, articulate, and intellectually savvy planet, leaving you with the means to keep your head in the game and the communication lines open as you move into this new solar year. In the meantime, What is a real game changer is Mercury's return to your income sector, beginning the first planetary activity on the income front this year and the most lucrative months. While a clash between the Sun and Pluto is exposing the same balance issues between your personal and relationship needs that last week's full moon did, the conditions are different. Without the emotional fog of war, things are more transparent, while Mercury's departure from Cancer leaves you better able to give this a voice, while this time Venus, the planet of love, is here, using this to better understand what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. Our eyes in the sky. Loving Venus just moved into caring Cancer, so you're probably bending over backward to make sure everyone around you feels safe and comfortable. This is all fine as long as you're taking some much-needed time out for yourself. Putting yourself first during this compassionate transit is an often overlooked but necessary task to avoid emotional burnout. Communicative Mercury is also paired with sensitive Cancer during its moody opposition to dark Pluto today, stirring up all kinds of suspicion and manipulative tendencies. It's so easy to get your feelings hurt and hurt other people's feelings now, so be very careful about how you respond and what you say. When you sense any type of betrayal, your first instinct is to get revenge, but fighting negativity with more negativity during this touchy aspect usually backfires. Fortunately, any tension from the day will all seem like water under the bridge tonight when the moon changes signs into compassionate Pisces while forming a conjunction to benevolent Jupiter. This vibe is perfect for making amends, so if you did butt heads with someone earlier, now would be the time to smooth things over. Be sure to pamper yourself a bit before bed in order to fully de-stress after a rather hectic day. Just after midnight, Mercury in Cancer opposes Pluto in Capricorn, inspiring arguments. This is an aspect of contention. Paranoid thoughts, suspicious behavior, or intimidation tactics are par for the course. Others' polarizing opinions act as catalysts that change the way we think or speak. Fundamental ideas about our history or identity may be challenged now, threatening something seemingly essential to our core personhood. Time and distance are required to see if this is an accurate assessment or a knee-jerk conclusion that we have leaped to out of fear. If we are involved in a conflict, we are apt to bury our emotions and stew, exploding when we finally hit our breaking point. Following this connection, the moon begins its void of course. The best way to get what we desire is to keep our eyes on our own paper and refuse to feed the green-eyed monster. Over the next 2 days, we are content to put our heads down and make steady, deliberate progress towards our goals. On an emotional level, a fixation with optical victory can have us behaving somewhat serious and sober. We might come off as cold to others, however, it is not that we are unfeeling now. We simply understand the work required to achieve our ambitions and are undaunted by distractions. Remember that there are ways to plod conscientiously toward success without making life into one endless chore. Shortly following this, the moon squares off with Jupiter in Aries, making us prone to excess. Today, we are interested in forming the social connections that will enable us to accomplish our desired agenda. Following this, Mercury conjuncts asteroid Ceres, fueling the tensions of the early morning's Mercury-Pluto opposition. Currently, we are speaking up for our needs, or advocating for the needs of others. But in many ways, we are too close to the action, too invested to look at situations objectively. We can therefore demand that others respect our needs while failing to reciprocate unless their priorities are aligned with our own. Avoid making false promises to manipulate situations in your favor.